Hi everybody, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us. Well, the forecast over the next couple of days looks pretty much settled, but we are tracking another subtropical rainmaker just to our north to northeast later towards Sunday, Monday. The very latest modelling does show that it's likely to miss us, but it's going to get very close, and so that's the reason why we're talking about it. Many of you have already seen it on some of the computer models. So here's Friday's setup. Big high pressure system out here in the Tasman Sea. That's promising light winds and plenty of dry weather. It's not perfectly dry, it's not perfectly settled. There's a light easterly here on the top of the high. That's affecting Northland and might just brush Auckland, but for the most part we expect those showers to be up around the Bay of Islands, and there might also be just one or two showers on the west coast as well. To noon Saturday, and there's not really a great deal of change. You can still see this big high out in the Tasman. You can still see the easterlies and maybe one or two showers affecting places in Northland, especially eastern areas like the Bay of Islands. Many other areas though, right across the nation, calm, light winds. There might be some morning fog or cloud in a few areas, and a very light westerly there in the bottom. But when we go to Sunday, you start to realise where those showers in the north perhaps are getting some energy from. There's a big system off here to the northeast. It's deepening as we go into Sunday and Monday. It looks like it'll peak sometime around Tuesday with its depth, dropping down into the 990 hectopascal range. Now it's a nice way northeast of us, and it's tracking slowly south to southeast, at least based on the long range models. But the reason why we're a little bit concerned, well, a couple of reasons. One, we've just had two ex-cyclones dump a massive amount of rain, and the North Island is now wetter than average. We don't need any more rain, we don't want any more rain, but you can also see there's this big high. Now that's going to produce mostly dry weather for Sunday. These showers not too bad hopefully in this area there, but the concern is that it might also play a role out here to the east at guiding where that system's going to end up tracking. So the last map we've got for you is Monday. It does seem to look like it naturally wants to pull away just to the east, but it is so close, it is definitely one to talk about. And obviously surfers, you'll be looking at this very, very closely. A deep air pressure high on this side, that's going to make for some big swells coming in around East Cape. But the flip side is it will also make for dangerous beach conditions for other beachgoers. And of course the rips and things like that, currents, will be pretty strong as this deep low passes by. And by the way, just quickly for next week, a lot of high pressure, but it looks a little messy, and that's because it is. Perhaps later towards next week or next weekend, the final weekend of April, we might be looking at another low drifting in from the Tasman. So things are certainly not calm at the moment, but do make the most of the high. It should be over the country at least for much of the weekend.